So you just went outside and cut your grass with your ride-on lawnmower, and it looks terrible. Your grass is all cut unevenly. There's a step like this, and it goes down, and there's another step. First thing that most people think of is that the deck is not level. You want to get under there and start monkeying around with those deck leveling adjustments under there. Before you do that, I have two things I want to show you today that might be another reason why your grass is getting cut unevenly. I'm going to show you that today with a little help from my friends down at Hoyne Breweries right here in British Columbia, Canada. This is Dark Matter. This is the best dark beer I've ever had in my life. This is right up there with Guinness. I'm not kidding. Delicious. Welcome back to Steve's Small Engine Saloon, everyone. Yeah, I got a little splash there again for you. That's my website, stevesmallenginesaloon.com. Right up here in the information button, I got a quick link there for you to check my website out when you get a chance. I think you're going to like it. So the first thing I want you to check right here, why your grass is not being cut evenly. You're going to laugh at me. You're going to laugh at me, but I'm going to prove this to you right now. It is your tire pressures. Check your tire pressures. As you can see right here, this tire right here, if you look at the side of that tire, it says right on the side, maximum PSI is 10 PSI. That is extremely low pressure tire. I am going to flatten that tire down right now to half is what it should be. 5 PSI I'm going to put that down to. Watch this. There's 5 PSI. And now we're going to take our little tape measure here and check the corner of the deck. The corner of the deck that's the closest to that tire. What's that say? That's almost exactly 3.5 inches right there. Now I'm going to pump that tire back up to 10 PSI. It's not very much more. You can barely tell the difference with the naked eye whether 5 PSI looks flat or 10 PSI looks full because it's low pressure anyways. That says almost exactly 4 inches now. Just by pumping that up 5 PSI, it raised the corner of that deck up by 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch is like, that's a lot. That's a big step in your grass to make it look uneven. That's all it took was to check your tire pressures, guys. Now, the tire pressure gauge that I'm using goes from 5 PSI to 50. I have one around here somewhere that goes from 0 PSI to 30 PSI. I can't find it. I'm going to buy another one because that's one I recommend. Absolutely. It's more accurate even than this. I have a link right under my description so you can go check one of those out. 0 to 30 PSI. Get one of those things. You can use it on all your lawn and garden equipment. That is air-filled tires, your pressure washer carts, riding lawnmowers and whatnot. So I know from experience that amazes some people where they just check their tire pressures and all of a sudden their grass is getting cut way more evenly because that's all it did. You change your tire pressures, it levels the deck for you. Here's another reason. The second reason I want to show you is just for clarity purposes, though, these clips that I'm going to show you are with the deck taken off and the deck is flipped upside down so I can just show you this more clearly. Whether you have 2 blades or 3 blades underneath there, just take your blades and point them at each other. It should look like this, where the 2 sharp edges are super close to each other like that, and those should be even. You wouldn't believe how many times a riding lawnmower comes into the shop where somebody's saying, level the deck please, because it's cutting unevenly, and I look under the deck and it looks like this. You spin those blades so they're pointing at each other, and one of the blades is higher, like that. That's about, what, 1/2 inch difference right there? Sometimes I've seen them where they're off like this, like by 1 inch, and that's a huge difference. that could be why it's cutting uneven right there. Now, there's a few reasons that that could be. It could be one or both of your blades are bent, or it could be that one of the blades or both blades wasn't installed correctly in the first place. It could be because this deck spindle right here is either cracked or it's loose, and so the blade's kind of flopping around on there. It could be because right where the spindle attaches to the deck itself, the deck is bent and warped somehow, most likely from hitting something with your blade really hard. It can bend the top of your deck. So if you check both of those things right there, your tire pressures are good, your blades are matching perfectly, and your deck is still unlevel, then maybe now you have to get under there and adjust those levelers underneath the deck. That's a whole nother video. I'm not going to get into that right now. Stay tuned. I will do a video on that. But even if your deck is unlevel like that, those are the two things right there that you have to check anyways. Any mechanic is going to check those two things before they start adjusting the level of your deck itself. Well, I really hope this helped some of you guys out there. Maybe gave you some information you didn't know before. Just things that I've learned over the years that I'm trying to share with you guys. I really hope that you give me that thumbs up button. That'd be really cool if you hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. Share this with your friends and put some comments down right underneath this video in the comments section. Tell me what you think. And what else? You know what? You want to see another cool video? I guarantee you're going to like this one right there. Check that one out. Watch that one next. Till the next time, guys, Hoyne Breweries, Dark Matter, delicious. Steve out.